This sucker is running like crap. Tell you what, it is every time you get into one of those low gears, you start shaking all the cab. I just changed out all the spark plugs, and that's not the problem. So it'll probably, I hate to say it, but it'll probably end up being one of those injectors. And if I have to take that top intake off again, I'm going to replace every single one of those. This thing sounds like a choo-choo train. So it's the next morning, and for some reason it's running right now. It sounds much better than it did yesterday. I don't know what changed between last night and this morning. Alright, so funny thing, I'm driving home and it was doing good, and all of a sudden I felt the cylinder die and then come back and then die, and it hasn't turned back on since. So I really hope it's not an injector. Alright, so I made it home. The truck is running bad, so I'm finally going to start something on it. I went to O'Reilly's and I picked myself up a spark plug wire puller. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a wire from each cylinder, and whichever one does not make the noise of the motor change, that's going to be the bad cylinder. Alright, so it's the number 2 cylinder over here, that one right there. I don't know how clear you can pick it up on the video, but every time you would take a spark plug wire out of the spark plug, the noise would change, and the noise didn't change on that one. I would take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in. I didn't hear nothing. So, it's definitely got spark because it was sparking onto the manifold whenever I touched it close, and the spark plug is brand new. That leaves about one option, or two, I guess. I guess it could be something in that valve train right there, but I don't think it is. What I think it is that injector. Alright, so we're actually going to do a couple things before we go all out digging into this, because I still kind of need it for a work truck. Before I really do it, I got new battery terminals. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug. I'm going to run a compression test on it, and I hope it's around 120. You know, if you don't know, you could roll over the truck by jumping these 2 terminals right here. That'll help us get our compression. Need this. Those are my speed tools. Get it together. I hope it's that size. Alright, so what I'd like to see is up to 120, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. So, I don't think the key is on. It shouldn't start. Well, let me make sure. That's pretty good compression, if you ask me. It's holding pretty good too. So that's good. Yeah. It's the injector, alright. A little PSA here while you're changing your oil. Always look around for little things that happen under here, because I just found a bad one. That is a huge, that is completely separated from my O2 sensor right there. And that is not good. So it may end up having to replace this whole whole assembly right here. I don't know. It just depends on if I can get that cleaned up and welded up. That might be a little bit above my pay grade right there. We'll see. But yeah, you know, always look around. That is for sure. Alright everybody, welcome back. This here is my 1994 Ford F-150, like a few of you already know. And today we are, or I guess I am, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm finally going to be able to replace my injector. Well, I'm going to be replacing two injectors, and it's on the number 1 cylinder and number 2 cylinder on the passenger side. Yeah, as you kind of seen in the previous little clips there, I don't remember what last I said, but obviously my truck isn't running right. It shouldn't be like that, and even whenever I pulled it in here, you can hear that it was definitely missing. It wasn't right, that's for sure. So I'm going to try to fix that today, and I've already done this job before. I replaced the number 3 and number 4 injectors. And I seen the number 2 injector, and I was like, that doesn't look right, but I thought it was going to ride. And it rode for a little bit longer, and it doesn't like it anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yeah, so I'll bring you closer, and we'll do this together. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take off my cold air intake. It's real simple, for this one at least. This entire little piece right here can all come off in one piece. I'm going to loosen this clamp right here and right here, and this one, this support clamp also, and it should just all pull right on out of there. You have a it's a temperature sensor over here on this side, an outside temperature sensor, and you also have your air sensor, mass airflow sensor. That's the one. Right there, you're going to want to unplug that. But and of course this is aftermarket, you know, but it's still pretty much in the same place, except it'd be, you know, flipped on the top like that. So I mean, they're pretty much in the exact same place. Take these off right here. Just kind of till it moves. I gotta clean it, and I'll clean as I go here. It's been a while since I cleaned under the engine bay, and it really kind of needs it. Drop one of my clamps. It's okay. I also got to replace my blow-by tube. It has a had a kink in it. It wasn't long enough whenever the one that came in sent. So I'm getting like 3 or 4 feet of it, so it won't have a kink in it anymore. I'm going to take this cover off so I can get to the bolts on the throttle body easier. Speaking of that, I probably need some new bolts for the throttle body. I mean, not bolts, a gasket. That's right. So now, I gotta take this off real quick. It's easier to do that with some needle nose pliers. You take them, spread them out, and just kind of pop it off like so. It makes getting this out of its little holder easy as well. So we can just throw this on to the side here. Well, don't throw it, but you know. I need some Allen heads. That's what mine are. I think they're 10s originally on the original throttle body. Alright, I found one that will work. It's not exactly the correct size, and I'm not a big fan of that. But I don't have the exact tool that I need for it. So I just kind of got to work with what I got. I'm noticing a little bit of antifreeze. I'll show you more about that here in just a second. Take my needle nose and on my brake. Oh, the vacuum line that goes to the brake booster. Take it off. Bring it back. Come on. I hate these clips. Not a fan of them. Never have been, never will be. Alright. Pull that on off. Lay that over here to the side. We have another vacuum line. Wow. That is terrible. See if I can show you this. If you look at that number 2 injector right there, that's supposed to be yellow, but it's coated in crud. It's kind of supposed to look like this one right here, you know. But not to worry, I'm going to be replacing that one and that one. And these ones, they seem okay. I don't know what the wetness down here is about, but it looks like old wetness, so I don't think I have to worry about it. I'm going to try something. That bolt right there is kind of what holds all this together. I don't remember if it's so rigid that you can't really move this whole fuel rail, or you have to take the plenum off. So I'm gonna try this. Unbolt that and try to lift it up and see if I can get it. So what I'm doing right now is trying to depressurize the system. There's a little valve right here that you're just gonna kind of push. You gotta make sure you're not looking at it, because it will sprain your eye if there is pressure on it. And there is none. So that's good. No idea what caused this to fail. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little thing happen. I want to show y'all something. A comparison between this standard motor product. I don't know what a Moster Plus is, but that's what brand it is. This one is a standard motor product. They're the exact same injector. You may notice that this has a plastic thing on it. This one, the one for this one, got stuck in the hole. I'm about to get a pick and pick it out. Shouldn't be too hard, just a little O-ring. But if you look, there's a difference between the little ports there. I want to say that those are clogged. You kind of look like it, but they might not be. And these ones are fine. I don't know. But the standard motor products, they were like, I think they were like $25 a piece. They were pretty expensive, but the Motorcraft ones, whew, they were like $125 a piece. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use a pick, and I'm going to pick that up. Then we will put the new one in there. We'll take our new injector and stick her right in there. Oh. Well, everything is in my way up here. And also, before I stick that one all the way in, I'll just have it there. I gotta get this out of there as well. That one looks like it actually looks in better condition than the other one, so it might not have been bad. I just needed to make sure. So that's the little plastic piece that I was talking about. And so it's probably had a better day or two, but we don't have to worry about it anymore, because we have another new injector. Okay, so now I'm going to push down on this. It's supposed to go down well enough to where you can't see the yellow anymore. So I'm going to work on that. On a fuel rail. There we go. We can slap our bolt back in and clean up this a little bit. Alright, tighten down that bolt. I'm putting my connectors on right now. Okay, so I got it a little bit cleaner than what it was. It's really not well, let's just say it. It's not clean. I didn't clean it the way you would think I would. I didn't take a wire brush to it. If I were to be taking this off, then yes, I would do it. But I'm not, so it's not going to look as good. I kind of reached back in there and I got the puddles out from when it was running rough. Put some more oil in it because I think it was burning oil whenever it was running bad. Watch, I did all this work. I'm going to fire it up and it's going to sound just the way it was whenever I pulled it in here. No, it'll be good. I know for sure it was that injector. I'll be really mad if it wasn't though. That'll be really disappointing. We got the cable that goes from the pedal to the throttle body on. Got the throttle body on. I need to connect up my idle air sensor and this little doohickey right here. Alright, got that on. There's another sensor right here. There we go. Set you there and click you in right there. Alright. Well, I guess I have two more things. Set that right here. I got these clips over here. Put the temperature sensor in. Get the good cover. Good weight to make sure it actually works. I'm gonna get my tools out of the way here. Okay, we're about to pull this sucker out of the shop. Turn that down, actually off. Just fire up. That's better than what it was. That's for sure. Yeah, it's working out it's supposed to. All right. So much better. Heck yeah, guys. I'll do one more update video here in a little while. Okay. I'm going to start it up again here. Yeah, rolling good, guys. I think that'll do it.